The finishing touches are being put on to Scottsbluff's newest fueling station on the east edge of town. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a March opening date is expected for the truck stop being constructed along Highway 26, just north of the sugar factory in Scottsbluff. Owner and contractor Eric Reichert bought the land in September 2018 and approximately 1 year later broke ground on the truck stop, fueling station, and convenience store. Local business owner Adam Gallus will be operating the Which sandwich shop inside of the truck stop as well. The truck stop and fueling station will create dozens of new jobs for locals and is expected to be bustling with activity due to its prime location along Highway 26. We're hearing Senator John Stinner's priority bill that would allow municipalities throughout Nebraska to create or join land banks stalled during general file yesterday in the legislature. The measure would allow cities to, in essence, acquire, manage, and develop vacant and tax delinquent properties under the Nebraska Municipal Land Bank Act. Senator Stinner voiced support for the bill because it would increase the inventory of workforce housing, and the bill is necessary because the private sector has not invested in blighted properties due to the large volume and high cost of clearing the property's title.
It's an important bill for western Nebraska, but for rural Nebraska as well. We've all seen the out-migration and the concerns and the stress that has put on neighborhoods, that has put on towns, put on villages. My first time around was talking to a group in Morrill, and they said, John, what do we do with these 5, 6, 7 abandoned homes that are falling in disrepair?
The bill met opposition, however, including from Bayard Senator Steve Erdman.
I don't agree that this is going to solve all those vacant, dilapidated properties in these small communities, and I am still of the opinion that if it was economically feasible, that private investors would be doing this.
After 3 hours of debate yesterday, the bill stalled, but Stinner noted that there are efforts underway to tackle this issue here in the Panhandle.
In western Nebraska, we're going to do it on a regional basis. We already have money and people pledged to throw money into it from a philanthropic side. I think 840 money will be a part of that, so we have some financing put together that will help clean up neighborhoods, repurpose some buildings, probably tear down a few buildings. But it will clean up some of these towns that are in disrepair and give them a competitive advantage again.
It is unknown at this time if the bill will be readdressed during this legislative session. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your midweek weather forecast. I love that right after the break here on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyoming area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Going to be dealing with maybe a couple of flurries around in the overnight hours tonight. That's really about it. Temps fall down into the upper 20s. A lot warmer than where we were today. We were below zero in many locations. A couple of flurries around tonight. Otherwise, windy again tomorrow. Warmer for the weekend. The weekend really looks nice until Sunday, and then snow returns to the forecast for late Sunday. Only hit 31 yesterday after a morning low of 11. We dropped much cooler than that out there yesterday. Another 0.03 of an inch of moisture. We're up now to about 0.3 of an inch for the month here of February. It's certainly another dry month, but it typically is dry, but even drier than our normal dry. 28 in Casper, 27 in Laramie right now, 35 in North Platte. Hastings checks in at 35 degrees. Sydney at 36, 39 in Ogallala, 32 in Gordon, 37 right now in Torrington. Winds have been up. They've come down a bit, still holding in that 15 to 20 mile an hour range in eastern Wyoming, and that's where the colder wind chills are as well. Primarily upper 20s, low 30s for wind chills. Some teens sneaking in there around Lusk right now. As we get on the bus tomorrow, it's going to be a fair amount of clouds in the morning, 30 degrees for a high, and then as we roll through the afternoon on the way home, about 45 and windy, unfortunately, dealing with winds returning to the forecast tomorrow. So tonight, again, a flurry around. Can't rule out a few more flurries along this passing frontal system. That's about it. An off or on flurry, really, late tonight into early tomorrow morning is about it. Lows are going to be in the 20s, thanks in part to that cloud cover and some moderating air coming in here. Then tomorrow, quick shot of any early morning flurry should be out. Some clearing skies. We'll get partly cloudy again by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, bringing a few more clouds across the region. That's really about it. And temperatures are heading upwards. They're going to continue up tomorrow into the 40s for most of us across the region. 36 is all in Lusk. Everybody else looks like they could get to 40 tomorrow, maybe Gordon only at 38. Now, as we look at the snowfall forecast over the next 36 hours, there's not much to be concerned about at all for snow. Any of the snow flurries aren't going to amount to very much, maybe a little bit up around Lusk and say near Gordon. Now, the weekend looks great. Friday, Saturday, conditions look really good. Sunday into Monday, we're going to be dealing with another chance of some snow. Here's early looks at snowfall totals. With the two models we've been looking at all winter, lighter snow accumulations with this system stay to the west of us. Now, the American models, the GFS model, it pushes that moderate snow and even the lighter snow a little further to the east and closer to our area. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Could be dealing with some accumulating snow Sunday night into early Monday morning. We'll have to see if that ultimately comes to fruition. 28 tonight with a few flurries around. That's about it. Maybe a morning flurry tomorrow, otherwise partly gusty winds are back, unfortunately. 20 to 30, 40 plus mile an hour gusts are possible tomorrow, especially in the afternoon. Then we clear things out and really warm up on Friday. Highs near 56. Saturday a bit breezy and into the low 60s. Right now we've got a good chance of some rain Sunday afternoon, turning over to snow Sunday night into Monday morning before ending. Only in the low 40s is all. We'll get maybe into the mid 40s on Tuesday before another system comes in for Wednesday of next week, dropping temps back into the 30s. So the second half of that forecast pretty active here across the region. The first few days, just some wind and some mild temps to deal with. And that should be the story for the next 7 days.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
When we combine our energy, we're able to accomplish incredible things and take on the greatest challenges. We're stronger than we could have ever been alone, because our energy works better together. Tri-State and Wheatbelt Public Power District. Brighter, stronger, better together.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more, tow more, go more. cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
Welcome back. Morrill County authorities are investigating a Valentine's Day traffic stop and pursuit that ended with the crash of two vehicles, including a Bayard police cruiser. Scanner Traffic says the officer made contact with the pickup driver near the Tiger Paws convenience store, which then fled when the officer went to check their information. A high-speed pursuit began on Highway 26 and ended with a crash between the two vehicles after they turned south onto County Road 104. Morrill County deputies arrived to the scene approximately 10 minutes later, but were unable to locate the driver and passenger. Bayard Police Chief Zachary Douglas referred all questions to Morrill County Attorney Travis Rodak, who tells KNB News that official details of the incident are still awaiting completion of the investigation, which involves the Nebraska State Patrol. The condition of the officer involved in the crash has not officially been disclosed. Well, it's been more than 1 week since anyone has seen or heard from a missing Scottsbluff man, Bo Geely, and now his family is offering a $15,000 reward for information to help bring him home. The 29-year-old was last seen on February 18th in Scottsbluff, and a missing persons report was filed on Saturday. Geely is a white male standing 5'5", weighs 145 pounds, and has brown hair and hazel eyes. He may be with 18-year-old Macy Bailey, who was also reported missing and last seen on Tuesday. Bailey is a black female standing 5'10" and has tattoos on her hand. If anyone has information on their whereabouts or have seen them in the past week, you are strongly encouraged to contact law enforcement immediately. And Nebraska has set its May presidential primary ballots to include 8 Democratic candidates, 2 Republicans, and 6 Libertarians. The Democratic candidates are Joe Biden, Mike Bloomberg, Pete Buttigieg, Tulsi Gabbard, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, Tom Steyer, and Elizabeth Warren. The Republican candidates to be listed are President Donald Trump and Bill Weld, while the Libertarian candidates are Max Abramson, Daniel Berman, Lincoln Chafee, Jason Hornberger, Joe Jorgensen, and Adam Kukish. Nebraska Secretary of State Bob Evnen says the hopefuls who made the ballots are recognized nationally as active presidential candidates. He says his office also conferred with the Nebraska Republican, Democratic, and Libertarian parties. Well, straight ahead, we'll head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society to meet their featured Pet of the Week. We'll meet Paco right after this.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
Welcome back. For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Paco, an awesome dog with a whole lot of love to give.
This is Paco. He's about a 3-year-old pit bull mix. He is neutered, he's microchipped, and he's current on all vaccinations. His adoption price is $150. He does great being alone. He loves car rides. Very treat-oriented. If you can tell, he's a little on the chubby side, but He would benefit better if he had a fenced yard, place to run around, get some exercise. These guys are known as a nanny dog, so they are usually pretty good with kids. He has been here twice, change of living situations for the people that surrendered him. So he'd make a great pet. He'd make a great addition to your family. Come by PHS and meet him.
To meet Paco or any of the dogs and cats they have available for adoption, you can head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society Monday through Saturday during normal business hours. Plus, whoever adopts Paco will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling him right away. Well, coming up after the break, we'll take a peek at what's happening around the region on your community calendar. We'll have that in just 90 seconds.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Every cookie sold in the Girl Scout Cookie Program helps girls learn lifelong lessons in people skills, decision making, money management, goal setting, and business ethics. It's amazing how much you can learn from a cookie. The Girl Scout Cookie Program. Think outside the box.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Winter is upon us, and while safety is an important consideration all year long, there are some auto maintenance and safety checks that are specific to winter driving. To be sure you don't end up a road popsicle, take your vehicle to High Tech Auto and let Terry's team help you get an upper hand on Old Man Winter.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, the Scottsbluff Police Department is being awarded a highway safety grant from the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office to assist in obtaining mobile radar. The new mobile radar speed detection equipment provides the agency with reliable, advanced technology that will enhance speed control efforts. Captain Tony Straub tells KNB News they have received the funding for the past couple of years, replacing the old radar units when the new vehicles are rotated in.
And it just helps minimize our costs a little bit, and in return the state wants data from how often the equipment's being used, and how many citations we write, warnings that we write. So they keep track of that to make sure that it's being used as intended.
The funding provided is sufficient to replace 2 of the old radar units, which Straub says are about 20 years old. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.